On our journey through Iceland's awe-inspiring landscapes, we discovered one of the last remaining Icelandic turf houses in a remote and unexplored corner of the country. The Icelandic turf house is a traditional dwelling made of turf, stone and wood, dating back over 1,000 years. It's a well-insulated and durable home, providing shelter from the harsh Icelandic climate. Once a common sight in Iceland, the turf house is now rare due to a recent government ban on its construction. The Peterson family once called this place home, but over the decades the younger generation moved out to find opportunities elsewhere, leaving Jacob as the last inhabitant of the turf house. Jacob was a devoted teacher. He traveled many hours each day from his remote home to the capital to teach his classes. Unfortunately, Jacob passed away in 1986, and the turf house fell into disrepair, becoming a forgotten relic of the past. Passers-by would often wonder what life must have been like inside. Today we will share this unique piece of Icelandic culture with you and give you a glimpse into their way of life. Welcome back everybody to the Bros of Decay. I'm Leslie and like usual behind the camera, Mr. Danny.
Hello everyone.
And you're absolutely not gonna believe where we are today. Tell it, Danny, where are we?
We are in
Iceland. Look at this. You're standing in a very, very remote part of Iceland right now, the most Nordic part of the country, the West Fjords as they call it over here. And you're absolutely not gonna believe what we found today. Let's close it up and have a look to the right of me. This is one of my favorite types of building styles in the world. This is a North Icelandic turf house. Something that would be built in the north of the world actually. Lots of countries have this type of building style. And this is made from lava rock together with turf from the wetlands. A very traditional style of building that has been used for centuries here in Iceland. Unfortunately, these houses are not common anymore nowadays. They're fading out and there are only like a dozen left in Iceland. And to find an abandoned one like this is super rare. We have been searching for days to find something like this.
Yeah.
Believe me, me and Danny tried hard.
We have.
And yesterday night we struck gold and we found the Galtara, abandoned house of Jacob Peterson and his family. What a wonderful piece. There's some interesting facts about this house. You can see all the materials that I was just talking about. Lava stone together but with turf from the wetlands. These are all natural materials. The family would source them and they would build their house from them. Nothing comes from outside of Iceland. The only thing that I was looking at with these houses is a little bit of a newer, modern style of turf house. They use, I see a little bit of ironwork in the building style, but the wood is also all from the wetlands. And back in the time, when the Peterson family still used to live here in full, there would be multiple buildings here, and this would be a complete farm with sheep and fishery and everything that comes with it. Let's take a little tour around the house before we go inside. Wow. Iceland, the weather changes like this. It's snappy. Yeah. Like one time it's rain, one time it's wind, one time the sun shines. It's insane. We were looking at this yesterday. There's a little cavity next to the house over here, and this would be for wood storage. So inside the house there would be a wood stove, and this would be where they got their wood from, because it can get very cold in this country in the winter, and especially up north here. Excuse me for the wind. You can see the house is literally built into the mountain, and that was because over there is the north, and the Nordic winds, they are the worst. so that would hit the house and it would cool it down. And that's why they built a natural barrier over here. That's why they built it naturally into the mountainside to protect the house from these cold Nordic winds. I absolutely love that they covered the house with this turf.
And it's still here after so many years.
Yeah, it's been abandoned since 1985, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 86, 85, yeah.
Look over here. The windows literally been built into the stone. Absolutely wonderful site. The stones built around it. I think, what's this? Oh, this is sheep excrement. So sheep probably
slept here.
lay here in the winter time when it's very cold. It has not been used for 4 decades. This is the back side of the house. You can see those windows down there. They are literally at standing level. So your head, we will show you on the inside, your head will come up to the window, you can look outside. That's how deep the house is engraved into the mountainside.
Yeah, there's also this hill that I don't think you can see on camera.
But it's like a hill. If you stand here, you can see that this part is way higher. And that's again to protect the wind from rushing against the house. Yesterday night we slept over here on this mountainside. On yesterday night we had the van parked over there and it was literally wobbling from the wind hitting it from the side.
And I think you can hear the wind, it's really strong.
Yeah, probably. So I think it's almost time to head inside of the house and show you this complete masterpiece. I'm ready for it. Are you?
Me too.
Let's go.
I got that.
The wind is picking up again, but I'm super excited to show you the insides of this house. I even love that they have the sign up here that says presumably the name of the house, Galtara. Wow. Let me take you inside. Let me show you what's left behind in here. The door is literally falling apart, but welcome into their hallway. I literally tripped over something. We close up the door. Oh, it's almost impossible to close the door again. Okay, I think I got it, but it's almost impossible by now. You can see the whole door frame is literally falling apart. And that's pretty normal. This place has been built out of wood and wetland, and over 4 decades of abandonment, it completely falls apart. You can see even underneath the door, completely broken apart. Let me put on my gloves, because everything in this house is probably very fragile.
Oh yeah, abandoned since 85.
And I feel like this is one of the last pieces of traditional history of Iceland that's left. I'm super excited to document it, because this is a part of Iceland that you almost don't see anymore. And especially not in an abandoned state like this. This is original how the people used to live on this island before 1945. After the war, Reykjavik passed some laws that people were not allowed to build any turf houses anymore, and the numbers of turf houses started to dwindle and people started also to demolish them. So this is one of the last remaining turf houses in Iceland. And this is not a museum, because the other ones are all museums.
Yeah.
You can see over here, they painted the wood. The paint is now slowly chipping off. And we are finding ourselves right now in the hallway of the household. Wow. Which room are we gonna tackle first? This one?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, seems appropriate. And I love immediately already the color when you walk into this room.
Yeah.
The houses in Iceland on the insides are all very vibrant. They all have vibrant colors. And I think because of the long winters, the long days without sunlight, you have to have some happy colors in the house to keep you sane.
Yeah.
Because people would literally be in here 24/7 with 6-7 people at a time, or even more, and that would take a toll on a person. You can see again, Galtara, the 10 out of a cardboard cut. Already some very old books and magazines lying on this table here. Fra London, of course, everything that's written over here is in Icelandic. Me and Danny both have no clue what they are writing here. The only thing that we can say is the dates. This is from 1940. So this paper that we see here in front of us here is already 80 years old. It's still lying here on the mountainside in Iceland. 1946. Skatskra Reykjavíkur. So it's something about Reykjavik, the capital. Ah, this looks like a phone book. Yeah, something like this, I think. Or maybe an address book of people. Because you can see the names of people standing here. Wow. Oh, that's an old cabinet.
Yeah.
Look at the dress still hanging in here. That's a very small dress, and as you can see, it's knitted from wool. Yeah, of course, wool is a very typical material in Iceland. Whenever you drive around the countryside, the only thing you see is cheap, cheap, cheap. Iceland has more cheap than inhabitants. And then at this side, all the dishes also still left in here. And we just entered into one of the bedrooms of this house. As I said before, multiple people would live together in this house, the whole family, very typical for those time periods. They did it because in the winter times it went very, very cold in here, so they had a small house with a lot of people. Of course, a lot of people means a lot of heat, and so they can heat up for cheap. The first thing I see here in the corner of my eyes, very cool. Iceland, the country of lava, of rocks, of wildness. You can see the people of this house collected all these wonderful rocks. Wow. These are little gemstones. I love them.
They're beautiful.
Yeah. Look at this one.
Oh, wow.
That's a wonderful piece.
It's beautiful.
Even the cleaning bucket is still standing here with the towel on top of it. 2 beds over here. 2 people would sleep inside of this room. Look over here, we even have another collection right in front of us.
Shells.
A whole bag completely filled with shells. And that's normal because right in front of the house, like we just showed you on the drone shots, it's a sea. This is not a lake that you see in front of the house. This is the North Atlantic Ocean.
Yep. Yep.
Samvinan, August 1948. Wow, beautiful. Here are some old houses of Iceland depicted, and the town of Reykjavik and everything. Even more magazines to this side. They definitely did a lot of reading in those winter months when not much was going on around here.
Yeah.
In the winter you cannot do a lot in Iceland. I was in Iceland in 2019 winter time and was only a couple of hours of light a day. And I believe in the December period there's 0 light. Can you imagine?
Damn,
Waking up and having the whole day of night. And in summertime it's the whole day light, so the sun never goes down. It's a very interesting spectacle. A big casserole to cook some food for the people that lived here. Nothing in there anymore. We're out of luck. Okay, let's go to the next room. Love this door as well. Wow, how it's painted. You know I'm colorblind, Danny, and I just had a closer look at this door, but I think there's a difference between these 2 colors.
Yeah, this is white and this is like baby blue.
Ah, baby blue, yes. That's wonderful. Just love it. Have you noticed actually that there's not a single light inside of this house?
Yeah.
Or electrical cable or anything? Like in this room?
Outside, there's not even a pool or anything.
No electricity comes even into the house. You're right. Oh, that's strange. But it's also, normal because this was generations ago, 40 years ago. Iceland wasn't developed as it is right now. Now it's like a modern touristy hub. But back then it was literally a farming island. Okay, maybe behind you first.
Behind me? Okay.
Yeah. This is, they didn't have a bathroom inside of this house. There's literally no bathroom. But I think later on they added this small little toilet. Let me close the door for you. See? It's wonderful. Oh, here's even pink above the door.
Yeah.
Wow, I love it.
3 colors.
And then the baby blue thing again?
No, this is blue. This is the baby blue, and this is kind of a greenish blue.
Wow, I love it. And then they built on the toilet. As you can see, there's plumbing pipes added on later. And a very primitive, no, not primitive, just a normal toilet still standing here. And I love that everything is still there, like the soap and...
Oh, and you see, they used candles.
Yeah, candle for light at night. And during the day when it was winter time as well. Wow. The window is broken, so over the last 40 years, wind has been blowing inside of the house, but still, after all this time, the towel neatly hangs from its little hook up there. It's probably a pretty strong hook. Little mirror also still hanging here. Wow, you're waving at yourself. And then a little sink here to the side. Wow. Nothing anymore. Even the boots of Jacob, the last owner, are still standing here. At a certain point, he even had to patch them up because they were not watertight anymore. Having watertight boots in Iceland is definitely a must.
Yeah.
It rains.
Come here with
Yeah.
lower your head.
Yeah.
No, your head. Okay. You just have some paint.
Yeah, the doorway is very, very narrow, very low.
It's very small.
And if I stand next to it, my head literally comes above it, so I take all the chips with me. This is sort of a storage room. It's a general room where they put all their things inside of. See a lot of chairs and everything still standing there.
Yeah, barbed wire and stuff.
Barbed wire, probably for the farm.
Just a door standing there.
Yeah, just randomly. But that's not very interesting. Now, let's head over to the very interesting part of this house, the common room, the kitchen, as I would say. Welcome inside of here. I absolutely adore this room inside of the house. The color, the yellow color around here, the little table still standing here in the middle of the room, the 3 chairs around it. It's absolutely beautiful. But first, have a look over there on the wall. This was of Jacob, his daughter. She made a little drawing, as you can see here, with the mountainside that we see behind the house. And down here is the house itself.
Oh, she drew herself there.
Oh yeah. Wow.
And a little sheep. You see the sheep?
Yeah. Little sheep on here. And there's even a date, I can think.
No, it's the name of the house.
Oh yeah,
Altara.
Katara. And then Mama, she wrote over here.
The car.
Oh, and the car and everything, yeah.
I don't know what's written here, but...
That's wonderful. And even the house itself depicted, I don't know how to call this, what the children made,
I
but
have no idea.
it's wonderful to see. And this is sort of a calendar that they had on this side. You can put the date and the month and the year and everything on here. Probably also made by the daughter back in the time. And she even had a drawing above here. I love how the windows are like encaved inside of there. I don't know what the purpose of it is, but it looks absolutely wonderful. And then you even have these candles on top of here to light up the house. And see, down here, there's even some lava rock.
Oh,
Where it's
yeah.
on. Lava rock is very common for Iceland because it's a very volcanic country, the newest country in the world, they call it always. It's absolutely beautiful. The table down here with 3 chairs, probably for Mama, Jacob, and the daughter back in the time. Got a newspaper lying on top of here. From the last date this place was inhabited, the 25th of July 1985, it says on there. Advertisements for cars. You can see the currency is the Icelandic krona, 576,000 Icelandic krona. Wow. There's even some comics in here. Oh, this is pretty interesting. Yes, this is the current population of Iceland. You see, in 1990, 75,000 people lived in Iceland. And then it went up to 2020, which we are now, 270,000. No, it's even more right now. It's 330,000. So they miscalculated it. But they expect the population to shrink again. Whoa. Very interesting newspaper, even a submarine in here. You can see the candles coming back everywhere to light up the place at night. Even an oil, a self-made oil candle over here. Wow. Still look nice. Check myself in the mirror. And this would be the kitchen area of the household. Little cupboard up here to store some stuff inside. General household stuff. Everything is still in there. And I believe back in the time, there would have been a stove here. Iceland has a very particular kind of white stoves that they have in the houses, but unfortunately this one is taken out because there are very valuable pieces, and they probably sold this one off. Love the chimney pipe that we have over here. The bright red color on it. Orange, excuse me.
No worries.
Even the
That's red.
Thank you. Yeah, that would have hung up like the towels and stuff, and the kitchen towels.
It's a perfect place to dry something if you have the stove here.
Right above the stove. Wow, look at this little cupboard over here. It's so incredibly cute. Some glasses in there. Wow, everything is still neatly in there after all those years. I adore it. A curtain up here, and then you can see right over the mountainside behind it. Very nice view outside of your kitchen. Then a very small kitchen to this side. In Iceland, most houses, from wealthy people and not wealthy people, are just very small because it costs a lot of energy to heat up these kinds of houses, and especially back in those times when you only had like a fireplace to heat up the house. The winters can get to minus 20, minus 30 degrees Celsius, so yeah, they kept everything very small to make it as efficient as possible. The casseroles, the pots and pans are all still standing here on top of the sink. Even the scissors and everything up there. Oh, there's even left some wood for the fireplace left behind, and these look like pieces from the house that I literally broke off. Wow. Okay.
What is that? Gin? Oh, looks so old.
Oh my. Oh, it's very viscous. Look at that. There's still liquid inside of there. And the cork is even still on there. Gilbey's London Dry Gin. You want a glass?
No. No.
Awesome. Well, before I can see there's a stairway that leads us up. Before we gonna take that one, it's first time to wander into this room. Okay. This has a very particular smell. Very old, woody smell, I would say. Whoa.
Yeah.
Look where we came into. This is
Yeah,
so
I saw
cool.
it.
This is probably the bedroom of the daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
I
All her
love-
toys.
Yeah, I love this display. It's so cute. Oh my god, it's
That's a very detailed version.
and so rusted. Look at that.
Yeah. Even the engine you can see in here.
Yeah, I have some of those bigger
Rally
ones.
car.
It's so cool to
And I
see.
love back in the time they made the toys out of steel and they would literally last forever.
Yeah.
A Ford Model T, also standing here. The girl loved to work with, loved to play with cars, as you can see.
Oh, I think I just.
No, one of them fell down.
Oh.
I think it might have stand here. There's like an empty spot on the shelf. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, they're so beautiful. You know where this word is from? Polizei?
Polizei? It's.
Come on. Polizei.
Dutch?
Germany.
German, yeah, okay.
It's a Porsche 911 made in Germany and Polizei.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking.
Look at this. All the paperwork is still on here. His name, Jacob Peterson, writing on top of here. Wow, and even another drawing from the daughter lying here. Again, she drew the beautiful turf house that she lived in. Wow, a lot of names on here as well.
It's barely seeable on the
Yeah.
camera.
They drew a sun up here, the mountains back there. Pretty interesting. And all her toys and everything still left here as well. Even some books.
That's photo. Those are photo things.
Ah, this is where they put photos inside.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there are no photos in here anymore.
Oh.
That's sad. I would love to see a photo of one of the family members. Oh, and here are even some paper snips from the time she was still in school, or when she did this here at our desk. Cut those all out, made like clouds and everything. Oh, watch out, Danny, you're bumping into a wonderful chair behind you.
Yeah.
probably handmade cushions and everything on here. Little aerial picture. This is not the area where we are in right now, but wonderful area, probably also on the West Fjords. Then to here, there were 2 beds, but presumably they only had 1 child, but we are not 100% sure of that. And she probably had the best view anyone can have outside of their bedroom. This is $1 million view in Iceland.
It's true, it's true.
Wonderful. Okay. I'm too big for this house.
Yeah.
But there's even another bottle of wine. This is wine standing here. Still also liquid inside of here.
Yeah.
It's very dirty. Oh, I'm gonna put this back. Love the stairway. And then we have this hatch over here. Please tell me this opens up. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. This is like complete other living area up here. Oh. Here we can go up. Watch out because the stairway is very steep.
Yeah, I can see you struggling.
Yeah. My big Dutch body needs to go up here. Oh, wow. This is such a cozy place. Such a lovely living space inside of the house. Turn around, Danny, first, because over here
Yeah, I saw.
there's
the
a baby
crib.
crib. Probably from the daughter when she was very young. And all their clothes are still hanging in here, the dresses. This is not something you would wear in Iceland, maybe in the summer. Wow, look at this. Blankets and everything. Even the jackets are still lying in here.
It's a very small jacket.
Ooh, and they smell. They smell still of the people. And then the orange stove protrudes up, the orange exhauster protrudes up through the ceiling here. Look at this wonderful chest that we have over here. Me and Danny always have this game when we're exploring and we just guess what's inside of the chest. What do you think in this one?
Okay, we're not in Portugal, so not blankets.
Not blankets.
I don't know, it's Iceland. I don't know.
And maybe also blankets, yeah.
Oh,
It's full of paperwork.
they never threw their magazines and paperwork.
No.
They always saved it.
Sunnundagsblad, you know what that means?
No?
Because
don't
I speak
Icelandic.
Dutch. Dutch is like sort of related to Icelandic. It means Sunday newspaper.
Oh.
It's from 1968, the 2nd of June. That's a long time ago. And these all depict life in Iceland. It's so interesting. This one's from 1970.
You see what she has on the head?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what that's
yeah.
for.
That's the little scarf that we saw over there.
Yeah, in Portugal we also do.
Oh, look at this. This rock face looks like a face.
Yeah.
As you can see, maybe they're even saying that in this newspaper, but I'm not sure. Wow. This even has a little hidden compartment
Ooh, a secret door.
that doesn't want to open up anymore. No, it's impossible to open, unfortunately. Okay. Wow, interesting. Have you seen the window over here?
Yeah, I saw.
Even
It's
the
literally growing inside.
grass growing inside of the house. I love also how they hatch it up. And they only, in Iceland, they only have like, you have a complete window, but only one part of it opens. Because, of course, you didn't want to open the whole window and then the house got too cold.
Yeah.
Just a little part for ventilation. Look at that.
Oh, good.
The grass on the roof. The turf, I must say, because it's all turf. That's where the house gets its name from, the turf house. Okay, let's close it back up. I don't want this place to get ruined anytime soon.
Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting how you would lock it up.
Yeah, it's a very...
Interesting system.
Let me show you better the mechanism. It's very...
I think, oh yeah, like this you would like tension it. And then
Ah.
the window is completely locked. Wow. Never seen anything like this. Oh, look at this dress that's lying up here. It's probably a lady's dress, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
And then for a farmer lady. Wow. Even the tools and everything still lying on the ground here. Oh, and there's an interesting part I haven't told you about it, about Jacob yet. But back in the time, he used to be a teacher. And you can immediately see from the things that are lying on top of this desk that he used to be a teacher, of course, like I was saying. All his geometry tools are still lying here. And I think also maybe the people that were in his classroom or something, I'm not sure. 1978 it says on here. Wow. But it was very interesting because back in the time Jacob lived here in this house, but the first school that's around here, we unfortunately don't know which school he taught at, but the first school that's around here is at least a 2-hour drive one way from this house. That's how remote this place is. So every single day he would drive 2 hours to the school to teach and then come 2 hours back. So we'd spend 4 hours just commuting and then he had done nothing yet. It's crazy. Me and Danny were sleeping here last night and we said to each other, we need some food. And the first supermarket is 1.5 hour drive from here. It's absolutely insane. I could not live here, unfortunately, but it's beautiful, but it's too hard to live here for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, this is the handbook of the teachers. See, Jacob, it says over here. This one is from 1985. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
He passed away in 1985. So he probably taught at school until the last year of his life. Wow. Yes, these are all the students, all the pupils from his class. And all their grades are also next to it. A, B, B, C. Gary got a C in school. Wow. Yeah, he didn't finish this book. Lots of very interesting things over here. Peterson and Anna, Jacob Stodier. That's the parents of them. Born in 1886, died in 1881. Wow. And his mother down below, born in 1887, died in 1957. Yeah, you see, Jacob was their son, and they also had a daughter, Gurren.
So he had a sister.
He had a sister, exactly. Wow. I love all the toys on top of here as well. A lot more things from the classroom. A lot more teachers' books as well over here. All the grades from the students still in there. These students did very well. Most all of them got a 10 out of 10. Even here you can see the 12-year-old class. 1968. The name Jacob at the front. Wow. Oh, got a lot more wish cards over here. That's how you say welcome in Icelandic. Velkomin. No way. That's his daughter, Danny. Together with a horse. Wow, she's beautiful. Kila Bjork. Don't know what it says over there. Looks like an invitation for something, but I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, this barely opens anymore. All the knitting supplies are in here. And a lot more wish cards at the top as well. And up here also some people would slept back in the time. We see 3 beds up here. Wow.
Don't you think they just stored the beds up here?
Yeah, maybe for the earlier times there are also no mattresses on there, so you might be right, yeah. But back in the time, definitely a lot of people would all come and sleep together in this house.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Generations ago, I must say. See this wonderful painting standing here at the end. Absolutely love it. Very abstract. There's even a name on there. This is Picasso, 1925. Still life à la tête antique. And I love this bed that we have over here. It's a very tiny bed. I think if I would lay in there, my head would come over there and my feet would not even fit in
Yeah,
it.
no.
Beautiful antique bed. Very typical for these Icelandic houses. Okay, let's go back downstairs. There's one last little part of the house that I have to show you, and that's the attic over here. Looks very sketchy to go up there.
Oh
but
yeah.
I definitely want to show you.
Definitely.
Ooh, but the roof itself over here still looks pretty okay, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Very small ladder over here. Okay, wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck. Be careful also.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you have to hand me the camera. Oh my gosh.
You
this
cannot
is-
attach that to something?
Sorry?
You cannot attach that to something?
I'm not sure actually.
Oh. Just take the camera.
No, it doesn't seem like it. Yeah.
Film it for the people.
Oh, I almost fell. Okay, I made it safely up here. Let me show you what I can see on this top floor, on this attic space of the house. It's actually pretty interesting. There are some interesting things up here. The first thing that catches my eye up here is this washing basin. And probably because they don't have a bathroom inside of this house, this was where they would put hot water inside and where they could wash themselves with. This was mostly used as a storage space for the items that didn't use in the household anymore. You can see a bench standing to the left side, some spare windows up here, some roof tiles. But what caught my interest up here as well is this dashboard of a car. And it looks like the dashboard from an old American car, but I'm not 100% sure. Because the odometer is in miles per hour. It looks like a very American style of dashboard. Even the steering wheel is up here. So Jacob probably was restoring a car that's not here anymore. There's also some electrical appliances back here. Wow, very interesting attic. Even one of those windows still up here. Danny.
Yo.
Okay, I'm gonna try to safely get down again.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand you the camera. Okay.
Yep. I have
Let
it.
me try to get down safely here without breaking my neck. How did these people do this? They were obviously a lot smaller than I am right now. And I'm also a little bit clumsy, I must admit. Okay, I think I got it, yes. Okay. It's actually been pretty nice, like the last couple of hours.
Yeah.
Because me and Danny have been in this area for about 2-3 days right now. And the only thing it has done is rain, rain, and again, rain. But now, everything is clear and even the wind is a little bit stiller right now. Not completely gone.
Not completely.
Would you consider living in this place?
I mean, if it was totally restored, and if there was a store close to here.
Yeah, if there was some sort of like little civilization with some neighbors
Yeah.
and a store and a restaurant maybe, then I would also consider living here. But in this state and so far away from civilization, I could not do it, I think.
There's literally nothing for
But
miles.
it's a particular type of lifestyle.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Galtara. Thank you, the Peterson family. What an amazing first adventure in Iceland. I hope we can find more places like this to film. And with that all said, Danny, first and foremost, thank you for filming it.
You're welcome.
Danny's link is in the description. He makes
Thank
vlogs
you.
about the Iceland adventures. So if you want to see that, definitely check that out in the description. And with
you.
that all said, thank you very, very much for watching this week's video. Like it, subscribe down there. And if you are interested, there's also a link in the description for Patreon. There you can support us and help us go around the world because believe me, Iceland is not cheap to travel through.
No.
With that all said, I will see you next week in another amazing episode. And bye-bye. I love you very much.